Hello everyone, I'm Ex Geronimo, and in this video I would like to show you how to play a game called RPS Phoenix, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Phoenix. This is the game that I recently created, and in this video I would like to show you how to play the game in a single mode. That means that we have 4 teams, yellow, red, blue and green. Each player has 3 pieces to play: paper, scissors and rock. You position each piece on the board by rolling dice, like for example 6, 1, and if green player goes, that means the positioning place would be 6, 1 here, 1 white axis and 6 black axis. So that's how the pieces come into play. There is also, once all the pieces are activated, means on the board, for example this situation, the player who has all the pieces activated has a choice how to move its piece, either by rolling dice, or an extra option to move the playing piece by finger. Like for example in this situation, green have to go, it's their turn to go to move the piece, and the player, instead of rolling dice, might decide, to move a piece by hand, 1 square only, 1 step in either diagonal way, and interaction takes place. Scissors defeat paper, and paper goes to the specially designated place. It's called the ashes. If a player rolls a double, like for example 3-3, it's called Phoenix. It gives the right to resurrect. The player who rolled Phoenix has a right to resurrect its piece from the ashes. Like for example, if yellow rolled Phoenix, like 3-3, and here we have the line, the golden line, that is a Phoenix line. It's all the doubles here: 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, and so on. So yellow rolled dice Phoenix 3-3, and it can resurrect the piece back onto the board in this 3-3 positioning. What else? Okay, let's just play, and I will explain, the rules. You'll see the rules. They're quite simple in the game. So normally players can decide who goes first by rolling dice, but in this situation, this video, I decided just to skip this part, and I let the green start the game by rolling dice. Yes, one more thing I forgot, that each team, each color team, has a wild card, which gives, if a player chooses to call for the card, it gives an extra piece on the board, superpowers. And let's say, now the greens have to go to make a move, either to roll dice, or if all the pieces are on the board, to move a finger, to move the piece by finger. The player decides to activate one of its pieces into a super bird, simply by, okay, I call for superpowers, wild bird, and the player has to turn its piece upside down. Now this is an equivalent to a trump or a joker in cards, or a queen in chess. Basically, by becoming like a super bird, it can actually eliminate any symbol on the board. The only way to eliminate super bird is by landing on the top of it. That's the only way. If two super birds find themselves next to each other, they are equal, so there is no interaction between them. I repeat, only by landing on the top of a super bird, or any piece that actually lands on the top of a super bird, eliminates it. Okay, let's see the rules of the game in action. Okay, green start. 6-1, 6-1. Okay, I'll have a lighter here. It's like to help me to keep track, whose turn it is. So now the yellow. 6-2. That's the position of 6-2. I repeat, the pieces can only interact in a diagonal way. So that's standing, in this position, it's nothing, no interaction. The red one. 2-2. Well, that's Phoenix, but it doesn't bring red anything, because it doesn't have any pieces to resurrect. So it's just a normal move. 2-2 is here. Blue. 5-6. 5-6 is here. Green. 1-3. 1-3 for the green. Okay, minus sign. If a piece lands in a square with a minus sign, it means that the player and stays here. It means that the player has to miss its next turn to roll dice or to move. And on the plus square, it's the opposite. The player who lands on a square with plus sign gains an extra roll of dice. So in this situation, it's very interesting, because the square is already next to the opponent's piece, so interaction will take place. So now the green, has to decide which piece to put it here. Obviously it must be paper. That's the winning piece. If it's scissors, it loses. So that's a stupid move. So strategically paper, and immediately interaction takes place, and we have the first bird or piece in the ashes. So because it moved away, it doesn't stay on the minus square no longer. It means that green don't miss their turn to roll dice next time. Okay, next player, yellow. Okay, it's again, it wasn't a clear roll. 2-2. We have another Phoenix. 2-2. It's landing directly on the opponent's piece, the green. So 2-2, and the green paper goes to the ashes. It's quite rare, but happens. So the red ones. 6-4. 6-4. That's very lucky positioning for red, because it gains an extra roll of dice, and thus it can activate all the birds. To be the first to activate all its birds in the game. 3-1. And immediately, okay, the next time reds lose their turn. But nevertheless, all the birds are activated. All red birds are activated on the board, and I repeat, it means, you know, that the player has a choice how to move its piece, either by rolling dice or manually by finger one square in a diagonal way. The blue, that's again 6-5 for the blue. 6-5, it's here. Green, players can only resort to superpowers or wild bird only after all their pieces are on the board or in the ashes. So greens go 1-2. 1-2 for the green here. Okay, that's pretty safe. So the greens now can use wild card, roll dice, or move their pieces just strategically using finger manually one square. Yellow, 2-6. 2-6 for yellow. Red, they miss their turn. Blue, 3-5. 3-5 here. Okay, this is the positioning, and it's against yellow rock. Okay, this is a forced move. Blue doesn't have any other choices but to position its piece here and to be consequently eliminated by the rock. Green. Okay, all pieces are on the board, so now green are considering, you know, either to roll dice, to resort to the super bird, or move it by finger. Looking at the situation, moving a piece with the finger doesn't really bring much. They're all on the opposite lines, white versus black diagonals. So green decides to roll dice, and maybe it gets Phoenix as well. No, not this time. But 3-2. Okay, it just doesn't bring much for the green, just slightly repositioning. Yellow, the same situation for yellow. Okay, it doesn't bring much strategic advantage, you know, by moving with the finger. So yellow decides to roll dice. 6-1, and that's a very good roll, because green rock gets eliminated and yellow uses yellow rock to do that. Okay, the red. Okay, just for the experiment purpose, yellow calls for a superbird, wild bird, for his superbird powers. So they take the card, they turn it. You can only use it once in a game, only once. So this one is already used up. And now yellow decides which piece to turn into a superbird. Okay, for example, this one. By turning the piece upside down. So now we see this is a superbird. And now reds decide to roll dice. Again, 4-4, and that's a very lucky roll because red gets its piece resurrected back into the game, and 4-4 is where? Here. Blue probably also calls for a superbird and rolls dice. 1-6. 1-6. Corners are the most safe places on the board for normal birds, because they can only be like in the corner. You only have one angle of attack, or on the top. If you're next to the wall, you have two corners and one on the top. If you are in the center, this is the most vulnerable place to be, 4 corners and on the top. But when it comes to superbirds, the best place for them to be is in the center, somewhere away from the corners and from the wall, because superbirds, they work like mines, and any piece that lands here, here gets immediately eliminated. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Blues have made their move. Now the green. Okay, green also decides, if it's not too late, to use up the card, the wild card, and create a superbird. And roll dice. Oh no, it doesn't have to roll dice, it just only moves a little bit closer to the center. So next turn, yellow. Yeah, it makes sense to roll dice in this situation. Six five, and okay, that's very interesting. 6-5 is this position. Yellow lands on the top of blue paper, sends it to the ashes, but then interaction must take place, must continue, and it gets eliminated by the blue superbird, and superbird loses its power. It returns back to its original symbol. Red. Dice. 5-2. 5-2. 5-2. Very interesting. 5-2. This is the positioning, so it's already, this place is adjunct to the wild bird that will kill it, or the rock. So, for example, if red decides, to move this piece, nothing happens here because they're equal, but it gets eliminated by the super bird. If it decides to use scissors, it gets eliminated by the rock, and the rock has the advantage first to move, advantage over the super bird. So the situation will be like this, and it loses its power. So where was it? Or the interaction could be like this. Then nothing happens between them. This defeats rock and the red loses its superpower. So yeah, reds now choose scissors to be distracted, to be destroyed by the rock, but then the rock gets destroyed by green superbird, and superbird, the green, loses its superpower. And red is the only team that has a superbird, so it was a very, I think strategically that was a good decision to use scissors for this positioning. Blue has the weakest position, as we can see, so the blue team needs Phoenix more than others to resurrect its pieces from the ashes. Okay, not this time, and it's 5-6 for the blue. Well, it's pretty safe. Nothing much happens. Green going to have the same position, the same situation as the blue. 6-6, but it's more luckier. It gets Phoenix, and green resurrects. What we have here? Paper, rock. Okay, 6-6 paper. Yellow. A bit short of Phoenix, but it's okay. 5-4. 5-4 is here. So yellow moves to more vulnerable open position in the field. Blue. Oh. Blue has to move its piece first away somewhere, because the next turn, when yellow has a turn, it can move position here and defeat the rock. So that is kind of obvious now for the blue. So blues decide to use dice, hopefully to change the place somewhere on the board. And it gets Phoenix. Now, Phoenix. Now, if it resurrects Phoenix, it will still probably lose to the yellow its blue rock. But let's see. Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe not, but it's more likely. But okay, blue scissors are back into the game. green, and that's what's okay. Greens now, that's exactly what I meant, you know, that the risk is justified now. The greens, instead of rolling dice, decides, you know, to make a strategic move like this and eliminate the yellow paper. Okay, yellows are out of the game. Red. One. Gets its piece, the third one resurrected. There's no interaction, equal pieces. Blue. Blue moves this rock here and eliminates the green out of the game. Green, no. Yellow, no. Okay, two teams are only left competing against each other. Reds. Reds. 6, 3, 6. 3, 6 is here. Three, 4 for the blue. Okay, this is kind of like setting a trap, you know, for the red rock. Red rock, but red rock sees that this is a trap coming, and so decides to roll dice to move this piece away from the paper, and it's 1, 2. Blue. Blues, okay, instead of rolling dice here in this situation, it's cool to do like this. Okay, and blue team gains leverage with the red. Okay, now red still has a super bird. It's good, you know, to position the super bird somewhere in the center. So that's why it's okay. The red doesn't have, you know, to. It also can move, you know, the piece like this or like this. That will be closer to the center. Okay, let's do it like this. So blue. Rolling dice makes more sense in this situation. 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay. 6, 5. 6, 5 for the red. Okay. This is not a very good situation for the red, because it's going to lose, you know, its piece. Either to lose its piece, Caesars gets defeated, or to lose the super bird by positioning it here. 6, 5. Interaction must take place. Okay, at least, you know, the red, you know, has 2 pieces versus 2 pieces. So strategically it was correct to sacrifice super bird. Blue, but then again, here we go. Red. 1-4, 1-4 red, change of positioning. So the blue now has to because there is a danger incoming, but danger, you know, from the red, and the next turn red might go like this and then defeat the paper. So blue player has two choices, either to move it away here, but then it's probably not very efficient, or still try to use dice and see what happens. Maybe some extra benefits will come. It's 3-6, 3-6. Well, okay, and that is that wasn't very good positioning, because now the reds, you have the turn and they do it like this and they kill the paper. So probably it would have been wiser in this situation, but who could foresee that roll to move it away here. Okay, Caesars versus Caesars. The only way they can eliminate each other is just by direct hit, direct on the top of each other. That's the only way. Or by using dice, resurrect more pieces that will help, you know, to win. Let's see what happens. In this situation, yeah, luck is probably plays more role than strategy when you have less pieces and equal pieces. One against one. 1-4. 1-4. Red. 2-3. Interesting. Caesars versus Caesars. It's quite hard. Blue. 2-4. 2-4. It's already the same. Occupies its place, so nothing happens. Red. 3-1. 3-1. Okay, now the minus. So blue player has 2 times to roll. 3-2. 1 and one more time. No Phoenix. 3-5. 3-5. Red. 1-2. This is a bit of a goose chase. Let's see. 1-1. That's exactly, yes. That was the blue. They get lucky and get, you know, second piece into the game, and so it must be rock versus red Caesars. Red. 1-4. 1-4 the red. Blue. 5-6. No, 5-6 is here. Red. 6-6. Opa. This is okay. Another Phoenix. 6-6 is here, and for example, paper. Blue. 6-1. Safe place. Red. 1-1. Blue. 5-6. Blue 5-6. It's already occupied, so nothing happens. Red. Okay, not a clean one again. 1-3 for the red. Okay. Minus sign. 2 rolls for the blue team. 1 6. And second roll. 1 2. Red 3 3, nothing to resurrect. 3 3, blue. That's what blue does, and eliminates scissors. Red 1 5, blue 1 1, red 4 1, blue 2 6. Here is the breakthrough. 2 6. Okay, position against rock. So the blue decides to move paper to eliminate red rock. Okay, now we have that. Yeah, the blue. We see that the blue team has a strong advantage. Let's see if it can finish it. Now it's okay. It's turn for the red team to roll dice. It must go away from here, because next time, you know, the blue will move here and the red's out of the game. Okay. Or it can move, you know, further away, but the blue will be chasing it. So dice. 3 1. Oh, but at least, okay, 3 1, but at least, you know, it just skipped off the black line onto the white, and the white is kind of like, it's safer in this situation to be on the white square. But it's okay, it misses its turn, so the blue now have 2 chances to finish the game, or not. 2 3, 2 3, one more, 1 3. Okay, two rolls for the red one. 4 4, lucky break. What should it be? Rock or scissors? Okay, let it be 4 4. Let it be rock. Okay. Blue. Two 6. Okay, on the white line, this has to move away. Red. Four, 1. Blue. Okay, blue has to move this way because that's the danger. from red rock. Four, six is here, and go to roll, an extra roll. 5, 1. Okay, danger for this one. Reds. 5, 2. Okay, skipped off the white line onto the black lane. Blue. 6, 2. 2, 6. The same positioning. Okay, this place is occupied by the same color. So red. 6, 6. Again, the game's dynamics are changing in favor of the red team. 6, 6. Blue. 1, 2. Nothing to resurrect. Yeah. 1, 1. Okay. Blue. 4, 6. 4, 6 is here for the blue, and the blue gets an extra roll. 1, 2. Again, it's occupied the same color, nothing happens. Red. That's what red does. Eliminates the blue. Blue. 3, 6. Red. 4, 1. Blue. 4, 4. And it gets, its piece back into the game. Phoenix. Red. 2, 1. Right, blue. Phoenix. 4, 4. But its place, okay, it's the same color. Red. 1, 4. Blue. 2, 1. Okay, and this again, this is the wild goose situation, chasing. Let's see if it will change. Okay, the reds. 2, 6. Blue. 5, 4. Red. 3, 6. Okay, here is a direct hit. Red. 3, 6 occupied by the blue. red gain a bit of advantage. Blue, yeah, blue sees its danger coming, so it has to move this piece, and decides to move it like this. Red sees, the coming danger and decides, to use dice to get out of the situation, to jump into another square. 2, 4, 2, 4, and also gets on the white line. Blue, dice makes sense here. 1, 3 for the blue. Very good. Interaction takes place. It doesn't stay on this square, so it doesn't miss its turn. Red. 5, 4. It's also black square. Okay. 5, 4 seizes. Blue. 5, 4. And that means, that Caesars have to go. Who is going to be? Oh, well, doesn't matter. Okay, precarious situation for red. Red have to move away from this place, obviously, because this one will come after the rock. 6, 3, 6, 3, and it didn't save the red team. It loses the game and the blue team has won. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time.